Hey everyone, look what I have here. These are eggs I collected this morning. Yes, we are in December. But take a look, it's sunny outside. And it's not so incredibly cold. Now, it will get cold. January, February, it will get cold. And in January, February, we don't really have many eggs laid. So what do? Am I going to spend 2 months with no eggs? Because you see, I don't buy them from the grocery store. I have not bought eggs from the grocery store since 2017. How do I know? Because that is when I bought my first 7 quail. 6 females, 1 male. Anyway, so since 2017, I have not bought eggs. I used to dry the eggs in the dehydrator, but they're not the same. They're not the same. So from 2018 until 2021, that's what I did. Because I only had quail eggs. I got chickens in April of 2020. In fact, it's very funny because there was an egg shortage at the beginning of 2020. I have no idea that there was an egg shortage because I had quail. At the time, I had like 60 or 70 quail. I made a really huge enclosure for them in my yard, so I had no idea there was an egg shortage because even before then, I wasn't really going to the grocery store very often. And I got the eggs from them, and they wouldn't lay eggs for around 2 months out of the year. So I dehydrated them, and I did different methods for dehydrating, but dehydrated eggs don't work. So what do I do instead? Well, first, what I did is, you see these lovely, 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 these are reusable, plastic reusable egg containers. I ordered these from AliExpress. They are actually really, really good. They also have half ones. They have 6 eggs with a carrier. And this is what that looks like. You see 6 eggs, you open it up, and then you can carry them. And they're pretty good at keeping the eggs safe. They're pretty good. So this is what I collected today. I'm going to wash these and then put them in the refrigerated container. Over here, I have eggs that have not been refrigerated. I will be using these eggs first, and then I will go first the full container, and then, according to their ages, I will be using them. Sometime in February, the end of February, beginning of March, something like that, the chickens will begin to lay again after a short break. And generally what happens is, right now, they're not laying every day. They're laying, every few days, except the quail. The quail are laying every day, but I eat the quail eggs every day. They don't keep as long as the chicken eggs. And whatever they lay, all the fresh eggs, I don't eat the fresh eggs while they're still fresh. I put the fresh eggs into these containers and I put them into the refrigerator. Of course, I have to wash them first. And I am currently using up the older eggs. That way I will have consistently fresh eggs all the way through the winter, so that the freshest eggs will still be available to me, even if they hadn't been laid for a couple of weeks. When I keep eggs on the shelf, I don't wash them. You see, they're still a little dirty. I don't wash them because each egg has a bloom on it. You see, these eggs have blooms on them, and the blooms help to keep the eggs fresh, which is why they're good on the shelf without refrigeration for a month, at least a month. But when you put them in the refrigerator, that bloom allows whatever bacteria from the dirt. You see, there are some places there, dirty places, and that bloom allows for the bacteria to get into the egg because the refrigerator has a different climate. So you want to wash off all of the dirt before you put it into the refrigerator. Now, what I generally do, for example, this doesn't have any dirt on it that I can see, so I will just rinse this and then put it into the refrigerator. And that will keep your eggs clean, fresh, bacteria-free throughout the winter. How many dozens do I normally get from, let's say, the beginning of November until the end of December when they stop laying? Well, that's a good question that is hard to answer. In the heat of the summer, I actually get fewer eggs than I do in October. The reason is because in the summertime, it's just way too hot for them. It's way too hot. And so it's very similar to the wintertime when it's too cold for them. I have 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 laying hens. All the chickens that you see running around here, most of them are quite young. They're not laying yet. So I have 9 hens. I do not get an egg a day. Some are laying eggs 3 times a week, some only twice a week. And as you can see, I have different sizes. Those are according to the different ages. So it's really kind of hard to tell. This is what I collected today. I did not collect yesterday. And I already know that at least 2 hens laid this morning after I had collected these. So tomorrow I'll have what to collect. I just don't want to go in and collect it today because there's no reason for me to go in there and disturb them to collect it. And so this is what I do to get eggs for the winter. It's very, very hard to tell how many I'm going to get. So I just put as many aside as I can. Because you see, I can't really eat all of these in one day. And for myself, a dozen eggs a month is good enough for me. I don't really eat that many eggs unless I'm doing a sustenance challenge where I eat only that which is grown at my place with never going to the store or anything, which I do periodically. You can check out some of the videos where I've done that. But for the most part, this is enough to last me for a week. So whatever I get the rest of this week is a bonus. So I certainly have enough to put aside for the winter. Until next time.